freighting tools south from Missouri with his mama and his pa. Cross Indian Territory in 1891. Just a little boy watering mules at night, get them their feed, tie them up, bed them down at the campfire, something good to eat. Homemade bread and butter for my grandpa Will. Homemade bread and butter for my grandpa Will. After mama's supper, still more work to do, scraping hickory handles to make 'em straight and smooth. Working after dark by the campfire light, fall asleep still working, then greet the morning light. Homemade bread and butter for my grandpa Will. Hot coffee, bread and butter for my grandpa Will. The plains of Oklahoma is what he called his home. He married Grandma Ida, 8 children, healthy born. In a small farmhouse they raised up Uncles Leo, Art, and Cease, Ernie, Bill, Aunt Beulah, Idina, Ruby, and Bernice, all eating homemade bread and butter with my grandpa Will. Homemade bread and butter for the kids and grandpa Will. 4 strong sons and 4 strong daughters, raised up right to work the farm. Quarter section on Black Bear Creek, fertile prairie loam. Truck patch full of tomatoes, watermelons, potatoes, and corn. Raising wheat, milking cows so that they can make their own. Homemade bread and butter for my grandpa Will. Homemade bread and butter for the kids and my grandpa Will. Depression times was harder, but they all toughed it through, eating homemade bread and butter and the potatoes that they grew. A debt of $200 for a deed so hard to pay, for a quarter section of good land, raising wheat and hay. So they paid the interest on the loan, that's all that they could do to keep the bank from taking it till the hard times were all through. Six years Grandma sacrificed, wore her one good dress till the Dust Bowl was all over, then they paid off the rest. Still she made homemade bread and butter for my grandpa Will. On a wood stove she baked homemade bread for the kids and grandpa Will. Those days are gone, forgotten, memories have come and gone. There's no one home but me, left here to work the farm. But I can still remember when I sat on my grandpa's knee. We could smell the grandma's baking, something good for him and me. She's baking homemade bread and butter for my grandpa Will. Homemade bread and butter for me and grandpa Will.